Okay, part 2, we're going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to change jurisdiction from Florida back to Mississippi because we really didn't use Mississippi. And right here is the all content. Mine is always on all content. I'm not sure if other people have theirs set to something else, because in our steps it tells us to change the database from current key number search to all content, but mine's always on all content, so I'm not sure if we just have different kinds of Westlaw. Anyways, this part of the assignment is to show that we know how to properly use terms and connectors. I am not the best at terms and connectors because I haven't had to actively use them that much up until now in my educational process, and I have never worked as a paralegal yet, but I have learned a lot this semester, which is always a good thing. The first terms and connector I'm going to use is AND, which with Westlaw you use the AND symbol. So we're going to do hit and run, and this will give you a bunch of different documents with hit and run, different versions of hit, but different versions of run, because it's just going to give you a broad search of hit and run. However, if you want to get hit and run closer in the document, you can use the /P, which would put hit and run in the same paragraph. So then they're closer together, so you might actually get more options with dealing with hit and runs. Or you could change the P to an S, and that would be hit and run within the same sentence, so even closer to what you're possibly looking for hit and run. And if you really want just specific hit and run, you can either do hit /to and run, because then it's going to be all documents with hit and run within 2 words of one another. So that's definitely going to get you mostly hit and run, if not all hit and run. So that would be very helpful when trying to find legal documents on hit and run cases and whatnot. Now, another option would be to put hit and run in parentheses. And what the parentheses do is they group these terms and concepts together within the documents while excluding anything that might have the hit and run but not hit and run in this sense, like with them together. But you can also use quotation marks to specifically get hit and run phrased within the documents that you're telling Westlaw that you're wanting the specific phrase hit and run. So to get specific hit and run, you can either use quotations around it or hit /to run, and it's going to give you basically the same documents of hit and run. And another terms and connector we're supposed to be looking into is a root expander. Both exclamation marks and asterisks are root expanders. However, an asterisk is also a universal character, so we'll use the exclamation mark as the root expander example. So what this does is you put that root expander, the exclamation mark, after the word that you're wanting alternative spellings, or alternative variations rather, of the word Therefore, if you're wanting to find not just hit and run, but hits and runs, hitting and running, etc., you would find those under here. There's running, run, hits. With specific hit and run cases, I'm not sure that you would really need to do that, but it just shows you that putting the exclamation mark after the word will give you alternative variations of that word when doing a search. With the asterisk, you can put hits and asterisk in case you want it to be hit and ran, hit and run. I'm not sure if there's going to be, well, see, there's ran, run and ran. There's ran right here. Basically, the asterisk you put in place of a letter that could be changed depending on, like if you're wanting ran and, excuse me, and run, you would put it there. If you're wanting to look up a word that may be spelled differently, then you would put that in place of the letters that could be different, like a different variation. So that's what the universal character asterisk does.